Hey, Facebook. So I wanted to talk to you about foot pain, or the fancy word for it is podalgia. No one says that though, so you can just call it foot pain. But I have had so many patients come in over the last week with weird pain in their feet. And some of them just didn't even think to really mention it to me as something that I could potentially help. So I thought, hey, that's a good sign that people need to know more about their foot pain and about how chiropractic can help. So many people wake up in the morning, and when they first put their feet on the floor, it just aches and hurts so bad, and they get sharp pains. Many people get heel pain just from walking and standing for long periods of time. A lot of people get plantar fasciitis, Achilles and calf tightness that causes pain in their feet. Some arthritis. They just call it arthritis, and they're like, well, I'm just meant to hurt. Arthritis surrounding especially the big toe joint, tendonitis. There are so many different things that can go on. So here's how I approach foot pain. One, because I have a background in dance rehabilitation and treating a lot of dancers, I adjust feet a lot. And you're probably thinking, what? Feet can be adjusted? That's crazy. But it's not that crazy if you think about it, because all joints where one bone meets another bone can be manipulated or mobilized, and that's what most of adjusting feet is. Your feet are made up of about 26 bones, technically sometimes 27, because there are a few what's called sesamoid bones that grow just from walking around, that are not always present there. So everybody might have a little bit of a different number. And all of those bones have to be able to work and move together. One can't get stuck because they're all right there in one spot. And if one gets stuck, it messes up the other one, which messes up the other one, which messes up the other one. Boom, you have pain. So several different things that we check for. We just check general motion. Is the ankle moving really nicely? That's a couple of bones that work together there. Is the heel bone, the calcaneus, able to move back and forth? We check all of your metatarsal bones, which are basically kind of like the bones that are like your fingers but in your feet. And we check your toe, your phalanges, to make sure they're not stuck and compressed. That would be like these bones that make up your actual top of your finger. The other ones were actually more like the palm of your hand, or like the lower part of your foot, if you will. And so we have to just first make sure those are moving. I call this shaking hands with your feet. So I just tell people that if you wake up every morning and you take your foot and you kind of wiggle it around and you get some friction moving and touch the bottom of it, maybe just rub it a little bit, you probably will have a lot less pain when you go to stand up. So that's one thing we do, wiggle the foot around, adjust it, and I teach people how to kind of do that on their own too. Another thing is just bringing friction to the area, shaking hands with your feet, touching the area, and giving yourself a little loving self-massage. That can really help quite a bit as well. For many people with plantar fasciitis and heel pain, it's actually your calf muscles that are the problem, that are so tight. So rolling out your calf muscles with a foam roller or a lacrosse ball, getting in there with your hands and fingers and loosening those muscles up through some massage, or a significant other that really loves to massage your feet is always great. And so a lot of times people's foot and heel pain comes from their tight calves and their Achilles tendons that are really tight. So I highly recommend just loosening that up, getting some calf stretches going, freezing some water in a water bottle and rolling your foot over it, and then come get your feet adjusted. So many times I'll say, okay, today we're adjusting your feet, kick your shoes off, let's go. And then people end up asking for it over and over again because it feels so good. So chiropractic can probably help your foot pain. We can analyze how your big toe is moving and your gait pattern to make sure that you have a really good gait pattern. You have to be able to push off of that big toe appropriately, and have full range of motion for your feet to feel really good. Sometimes when you have low back or pelvis pain, your body just kind of, you're walking funny for so long that you end up with what seems like unrelated knee and foot pain, but it's all kind of related. So balancing the pelvis can really help with lower extremity pain as well. So if you have any questions, drop a comment here. I can probably do maybe a workshop on something like this, or a video where I walk you through what I do when I shake hands with my feet and talk with you about it. But if you have any questions, don't forget to bring it up at your next chiropractic appointment or get scheduled for an appointment. If you're watching this still and you hung out with me for all 5 minutes, if you could leave a comment and say hi, like the post, share with a friend, tag a friend. We would love that to help get the word out about how chiropractic can make your feet pain-free. All right, guys, hope you have a great day.